Hi, I'm Jim Maher, and I'm an associate professor at the College for Financial Planning. Well, I went to Florida International University down in Miami, Florida, back in the late 80s, early 90s, and I double majored in finance and management. I went into the insurance business with a very large company and marketed their insurance products. I also, having a little bit of the management background, started taking some of their management classes also to possibly build a sales team. Shortly thereafter, after a few years, I left there and went to work for another large insurance carrier down in South Florida, where I grew up, and approached it the same way of building a sales force and so on. That didn't really, after doing it for a couple of years, I decided I really just wanted to be my own individual planner. I started learning more about asset allocation and got my CFP and all the continuing education along the way, and then decided I wanted to go out on my own and be an independent financial advisor. And then we moved. So the decision to change our lives and move from South Florida to Georgia came in 2003. In Georgia, you needed continuing education every year to keep your insurance license. And it became the end of the year and I didn't know where to get CE credit. I'm like, uh-oh. So I contacted Dearborn and they said, yes, we have a two-day course right here in Atlanta that will give you all your CEs you need for the entire year. I was like, oh. So I went to Atlanta, took the course, and at the end of the second day, I asked the instructor if they were hiring. What I saw him do, the teaching part, really was what gravitated to me, seeing him in front of other professionals like myself, giving just an engaging 2 days that, yeah, there was only a handful of us in there that needed the hours, but it was like, God, that would be fun. I would really enjoy being that guy up at the front teaching a group. And I taught my first life and health insurance class in 2005, a few months later, just because I happened to be there and asked. I know it's so simplistic when I just said it was fun for me, just to help them get through their coursework, their pre-licensing, to help them pass an exam, knowing that you're going to have a positive impact, and the better I am at instructing and teaching and showing examples and using the whiteboard or giving them little tips, I'm going to make an impact on everybody's career in this room. You know, being able to read people and being able to understand where they're coming from, what's important to them, what they value, because that's very important in setting up a financial plan. If they're not clear on where they want to go and what their values are, helping them plan for it could be more difficult. So you tie it in the philosophy and behaviors and the math, that sort of forms the plan. If I was to give students any advice, it would be to be a lifelong learner. That it just doesn't stop after one designation or one series exam or your CFP or your master's. I mean, even when you're done with all of, say, the book stuff, you just gotta keep lifetime learning. The world is always changing. You gotta be ready to adapt to it, because if not, it'll just leave you behind. I want to take away knowledge, that they have a framework of knowledge, that they want to apply it, they want to apply themselves, that they see they can do it, to make them feel that they're competent enough based on what I've taught them to get through whatever course they're working on, that they can succeed at it but they have to apply themselves, but to give them that opportunity to say, I'm going to lead you down this path, it's up to you to do the hard work. But at the end, hopefully you've gotten to a point where you can pass your exam or get your designation or use just a couple things that you learn. You know, for me, whether it was book knowledge or even some of the practical knowledge that I might have shared with you through stories that you could use in your practice to just help you become a better planner or just better at your career.